is the phylum Rotifera. And it is a really interesting phylum because it tends to be microscopic. Like these are just tiny little creatures that you would have to generally use a light microscope to see. And the interesting thing about them is that they are generally a little more complex than we see in the phylum Platyhelminthes. So we talked about the phylum Platyhelminthes as being the flatworms, and you'll remember that that's the first phyla that we see bilateral symmetry. This organism, if you look at it, it should look to you like it is bilaterally symmetric, meaning that I could cut it down one plane like so, like down this central plane right here, and I would get two halves. So it has the bilateral symmetry. And you'll remember also that along with bilateral symmetry comes cephalization. So this microscopic creature has a brain, which is very interesting. The other thing about it is its digestive tract. So just looking at this system, you should be able to find the openings to the digestive system. So we have the mouth located up here, and we also have the anus located down here. So the first thing that we see here that is different from the Platyhelminthes is that these organisms have a complete digestive tract. Okay. The other thing that is interesting is this structure right here, which is called a pseudocoel. So a coel is a body cavity, and we have a body cavity in which our digestive system sits, and so do these guys, but it is not completely lined with mesoderm, so it is actually said to be a pseudocoelom, a pseudocoel. So this is called a pseudocoelomate. So this means they have a body cavity, but it is not, it is not completely lined with mesoderm. We have a body cavity that's completely lined with mesoderm, and our digestive organs are kind of anchored by this mesoderm. If you think about mesenteries that anchor our digestive organs in place. So that's an advantage to having a true coelom. But this pseudocoelom is a step towards that. Okay. So this organism is actually a filter feeder, and it uses this, if we look at its name, Rotifera actually means wheel bearing. Fera means to bear, and rotor means like a wheel. And so if you looked at these, and you could look up a video, but they actually have like these cilia right here that actually like rotate, and it creates this current that draws food into their digestive system with all kinds of stuff, right? And in their stomach, they are able to extracellularly digest their food so they can eat kind of big things. And then it is absorbed and then transported to all of the cells in its body. So this is an organism in the phylum Rotifera.